What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Lair YouTube channel. Today we're going to teach you some grind basics. Yeah, let's get into it. So we're going to show you 4 of the most basic grinds you can do, what I learned personally. Board slide, front board, back lip, front lip. Obviously, first you want to get comfortable with board slides, just backside, which is you going towards the rail. They call it backside because your back's going away from the rail. Vice versa, front board, same thing, front rail. Usually when I tell kids how to learn board slides, I tell them usually to get comfortable like on a curb, just kind of getting the balance point of just being comfortable stalling on something. When you're ready to slide on the rail, usually I recommend going a bit faster and just trying to get the end of the rail. So just, and then slowly making your way up. One thing I used to do, like especially with handrails, I used to foot plant on. So whichever foot you feel comfortable on, you just go with that. I usually recommend not going perfectly parallel with it, just because sometimes when you go to jump, sometimes it gets caught on the deck. I know it used to happen to me back in the day when we used to have pegs. Go on a tiny bit of an angle, almost parallel, but not completely, just so you can kind of spot it. It usually helps to have your feet spaced out as well, just so when you're on top of the rail, you can distribute your weight between the feet, so kind of just like balance on it like that. That's pretty much it, honestly. It's a pretty basic grind. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. I'll do a board slide. I'm sure you guys know what it looks like. That's pretty much it for the backside board slide. And now for the front board, honestly, pretty much the same thing. I used to foot plant onto them like this. I used to do that all the time, especially with handrails. I know not many people do it, but I just found it was easiest to learn that way. I used to also slide my foot on the rail, like kind of like catch myself if I do fall. That was just one of the learning curves with it. Depending if you spin front side or backside naturally, one of them is going to feel more comfortable. I learned backside board slides first, and then I ended up liking front boards better, even though I don't spin naturally front side. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show you the front board. Once you master the backside and front side board slide, you want to try to step it up a bit. You can learn front lips. I learned front lips before back lips, but now I prefer back lips. So what you want to do is, this one you can go more parallel because you're pulling over instead of going this way. So again, same exact thing, get comfortable, just dinking the end of the rail and slowly making your way up. You could also learn it straight on if you don't want to like jump over like this way. Sometimes it's discouraging doing it like that because you hit it a little bit. This is more of like, they call it a suicide grind. Line up straight with the rail and just jump in front of it. Like that. Again, it's a preference thing, but it helps if your feet are spaced out, just so you can, because if your feet are like this, the weight's gonna be distributed funny. Next is the backside lip, which is my favorite grind ever. I do it on everything. When I was learning back lips, I would stare at my front foot, and wherever my front foot goes is where the rail's usually underneath. I never usually just straight bunny hop over things. I always like to get a J hop, so when you get to this, you're completely over the rail. Sometimes if, like I used to have a friend who used to ride scooters and he used to do this all the time. He just straight jump and he would constantly hit. I saw him one time go right underneath and fell pretty hard. So it usually helps to get J hops down just so you can just pull over. Yeah. So J hop on, watch your front foot where it lands, and it's usually right under the rail. Yeah, I'll show you a back look. J hop on. Your front foot, and if you notice where I got on the rail was exactly under my front foot. That's pretty much the basic grinds, the 4 of them. You can also start doing hurricanes, front hurricanes. We'll save that for a more advanced video. Grind I learned like with tricks out was a board slide to tail whip. I used to do it on everything, and then you can do heel whips, bar spins. Yeah, we'll show you a couple combos. All right, that's a wrap to the video of how to do the 4 simple grinds. Hope you learned something. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, buy stuff from the Lair, obviously. See you on the next one.